out and like take the horse to walk and all that.
In Edinburgh, 2,000 people. In Manchester, in Sheffield, in Leeds and in Wakefield, the Nazis said they would attack a refugee hotel. We've got 400 anti-fascists and it's a no-show from the Nazis in Wakefield. Look, it feels like this week has changed politics in Britain forever. People have spoken about the Anti-Nazi League in the 1970s. I tell you what, I think it's more dangerous now than it was in the 1970s. In the 1970s, you didn't have Donald Trump as president. You didn't have fascist parties winning elections across Europe. And you didn't have racists like Reform UK in Parliament. And that's why we're here today. We're here to send a message to Nigel Farage, to Lee Anderson, to Richard Tice. We're not standing for it anymore. We're not standing for it. Nigel Farage, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You are fanning the flames of the far right. When you talk, when you use that language about migrants, about Muslims, about refugees, it gives confidence to people like Tommy Robinson. And I tell you what, we're also saying this. Nigel Farage, you are a fraud. You used to be a stockbroker. You're a millionaire. You went to the poshest private school in Britain. Don't pretend you talk for working class people. This is what the working class.
Today's march was really successful. I started off at 1 p.m. in Windrush Square in Brixton, and we had hundreds. South London Stand Up to Racism demo. We had hundreds of people there, and we marched all the way from there to Reform UK's offices in Victoria, where we found hundreds more people, which is incredible. And then we all marched here to Trafalgar Square. So I think today's been a massive success. Like, there's been energy, everyone's been going for it, and I'm seeing people of all backgrounds, which is great to see. And then in comparison to the Palestine protests, I think the numbers are less on these demos. Palestine, don't get me wrong, is so important, but it's so linked to what's happening. It's like imperialism abroad drives racism at home. So this is all linked to the Islamophobia that's being driven up by our government and world leaders. So we need the same numbers for Palestine here because it's the same fight. We need to join up and fight for our people all across the world. My take is disinformation is a powerful thing, and the likes of Nigel Farage, Andrew Tate, other leaders and public figures are to blame. Not solely, but they've enabled what happened to happen. Tommy Robinson literally tweeted, everyone get on the streets. They were ready, like drop of a hat, they were ready. And they don't give a shit if it's not accurate information. They just want an excuse to trash the streets, be racist, trash mosques and harm people. It just snapped up at the opportunity, and I think it's absolutely disgusting that poor Southport, it's a personal connection to me because I'm from Northwest. Like, I know how that would have hit the community because it's a small working class northern town, and they just want to mourn. And now these fucking twats, sorry I'm swearing loads, have come and fucked it all up and taken away from the poor families and the community who need to mourn. It's disgusting, and it just shows how grim they are and how full of bullshit they are. I really hope that this has been a wake-up call for a lot of people. Like we've been saying for a long time, we have to fight back. We need to beware Nigel Farage. We need to beware Tommy Robinson. Like, we've had demos, you know, over the last couple of months to oppose Tommy Robinson, and we've been warning that this will happen. And it came out of nowhere. And well, no, not nowhere, but like, it was like, whoa, for everyone, and I hope that it's kind of a wake-up call to really focus, and we can't get complacent now that Starmer is in. He's not an opposition to the Tories, really. We can't chill out now. We got to keep going and continue the fight, and I hope to see that happen. Peace and love, rock and roll, free Palestine.